Hey guys, House here, and welcome back to our 20th episode of Europa Universalis Rome. And today we're going to take a quick look at our empire. We've expanded nicely, as you can see. And Egypt has been doing the same, and so has Carthage. So we really have three huge Mediterranean powers right now. Oh boy. And things are just starting to heat up for Rome. At one point I thought we were the most powerful, but I've seen Egypt make similar gains here, and Carthage make similar gains here and here, and then colonize all these there. So we really aren't that far ahead. We do, however, have the most population. So we'll have to use that Roman population to churn out a larger army. We don't have the most highly advanced army. Egypt does. So we won't let that bother us, though. We will give them hell. Alright. Oh, here we go. We can colonize province and Cadurci, just over here. Let's do that. Colonize. Like that, and I'm wondering if we can send, if we should send a smaller army over there. Now, another army, yes. So we have to be careful because there are barbarians who'll come straight through these tribes up here and smash. What I think I'll do is we will deploy. We'll deploy the 2nd Legion up there. Gosh. Might have to pull another Legion. Our borders are becoming quite elongated. Maybe it's time to send out some scouts into the barbarian territories here. Yeah, let's peel off some loyal units, shall we? Here and there, we'll just grab a unit, see what we have here. 7,000 heavy infantry. Okay, so let's grab one of the Principi. Who's he loyal to? Tiberius Sempronius Gachus. Really? Here we go, Marcus Attilius Regulus. Alright, so we'll send that unit off into the wild. Let's grab another one, if we can find one. Slightly smaller unit here. I think we'll take one of the heavy infantry again. Doesn't really matter which one. There we go. Send him off into the wild there. Alright, so we're gonna go barbarian hunting a little bit. And in the meantime, we could build another 6 Principi. Because I'm going to buff up all these legions here and then make a small one to guard Cadurci. Alright. Okay, so that's good. Alright. Well, last night I had a weird dream. Basically, I was dreaming of a group of soldiers, and they were each different. They had their own different garb. They were wearing different uniforms, similar uniforms, but they looked different. Like one looked like a scout, I guess, or a mage, or I don't know. Really, I was just dreaming. But they seemed like they were on some kind of conquest because they were in land that was not their own. Oh, we got a military faction council. Excellent. And they're moving through these really rugged highland jungle type area. It was weird. There's lots of large boulders and rocks mixed in with like jungle type trees. It was weird. But it wasn't like super thick jungle, but there was plenty of cover, and they were moving into that area, and I think they were hunting something, and then later in the dream, I was watching from the point of view of what they were hunting. They were hunting other people, and these people were very like barbaric type people, druidic. They were covered in like fur skins. They blended in with the nature around them. Barbarian revolt. Oh boy, far away from home. Anyways, they were able to evade these Romanesque type people that were hunting them on their turf. Sparta. Jeez, they are actually revolting in Sparta. Quite a few battles happening. A lot of rebellions. Told you that stuff was about to happen. Alright. Anyways, they were able to evade the Romans, or whatever they were. I don't know what to call them. Let's do, that sucked. But after the aggressors left, the Druids came to this large rock outcropping, and it looked like a natural place to worship. And they were offering sacrifices to their god, which is some kind of earth spirit or something. This is really awkward dream, guys. I don't know where my brain was going with this. But they offered a bunch of sacrifice to this earth god. You know, they're giving berries, they're giving whatever they had because they wanted something to help protect them against these invaders. Let's point a legate real quick, or a censor. Let's point a military censor. Gaius Sulpicius Gallus. There we go. Anyways, so the Earth Spirit, or their god, ended up providing them with, he granted them a gift back after accepting their sacrifice. The problem was, there's like this little rock outcropping in the middle, and it was covered in vines, and the vines slowly crept away, and then all the druid-like people huddled around this rock, and it was hollow inside, and they looked inside, and they heard the crying of a baby, and a baby was given to them, and it was a little baby boy. And then the druids started bickering amongst themselves. They're like, we're doomed. You know, we just sacrificed the most valuable things that we had, and it gave us a child. You know, our God gave us a child. And then I woke up. And so that was weird because they were being hunted by these invaders, and I could feel like their fear. And then when they go and pray to their God, they're given a child. And I woke up and I was like, wow, that's pretty crazy. So I thought, you guys are the first people I'm telling. My wife my wife left shortly after, and I didn't tell her that story. But it was a weird dream. Anyways, let's get back to this game, shall we? But if you guys have any comments on that, what the hell's going on with my brain? Or maybe I should write my dreams down more often. It'd definitely be an interesting story. Let's see here. Let's build a career. Alright. He became Edile, yay! Alright. I'll build some cavalry. Yeah, build a few cavalry here and there. I'm going to use these cavalry to reinforce a lot of these legions up there. And we're doing alright elsewhere. Hmm. These are very large legions we have on our borders, but I have use for the legions of that size. Let's see here. Take 2 archers and 2 principe. A new governor. Why is his loyalty so low? Shouldn't be that bad. Okay. Yeah, we'll help him. I don't really mind. Governor considers independence. This man here. His loyalty is very low. That's right. We had appointed this man. Let's find somebody else, shall we? Alright. Is there like a proconsul that we're missing here? Yeah. Here. Oh shit. Okay guys. Magnagrassia. The Magnagrassian League. Publius Papirius Praerextatus has declared independence for Magnagrassia. The traitorous governor of Magnagrassia decided to seize the day and set himself up as king. Now, this is the populist faction leader, so we're going to have... Oh, can you believe that? We just had a full-blown rebellion here. Alright, what happened there was he was very disloyal, and I tried to unappoint him without bribing him first. So... that's why all this madness is happening right now. Oh, isn't that crazy? They only have 1 unit though. Alright, but we have several. So, let's entertain this man and go to war, shall we? Alright, so we will... I don't even think I'm gonna... I'm not even going to appoint leaders. For this war. No point in appointing leaders if they're just going to get enough power to rebel later, so we'll just do without leaders right now. And just straight up conquer. There we go. Alright, so we're going to go march in and jack him up. Take back Magnagrassia. He's a dictator. He wants access to horses. Well, let's reset up our trade again here. Real quick. In Samnium, let's see here. Trade with Vocanti. In Syracuse, they trade grain. So grain can go to Etruria. And also in Samnium. How about here instead? Oh yeah. Actually, I want them to trade for horses for now. There we go. And then here, these guys can trade for fish, yeah. And these guys here can't trade with anybody. You have these 2 places. Okay, anyways. Let's go back to the war. War with Magnagrassia again. Look, they have all that territory this time. Alright, so we'll appoint some leaders. I didn't check if he was loyal or not. Crap. Yeah. I'm actually going to peel off another unit here. A smaller unit. They'll go to Tarentum. Alright, so now all the bases are covered and we should be able to quickly put down this rebellion. Quickly. And we can kill the populist faction leader. They have a new populist faction leader now that other guy left. Alright. We are at war, that's true. Let's go smash that legion real quick. Yeah, so something to learn, don't remove your governors until you've sufficiently bribed them. Yeah, you want to bribe them. Make sure that they leave their place. You can see he has several men that are loyal to him that have went and joined his side. Thank God our fleet wasn't stationed there. That would have been a pain. Yeah, it's best to station it in Rome, huh? There we go. Alright, so we're sieging Magnagrassia. Because it is Roman. You can see he has a very high revolt risk. So, another one. Iberia. What? My goodness, what is going on here, people? Gosh, we've got so many unloyal men. Alright. Quite a few unloyal men. I just appointed that man. That's my fault. And then Macedonia. This man's unloyal as well. Why are all these men so unloyal? So many unloyal Romans. Pretty ridiculous right now. Some barbarians rose up. So we'll just siege these places into submission. The Magnagrassia rebels. And they're trying to build units, but they're just quickly getting wiped out. The second they're built, they're destroyed. And these all have Fortress Level 2. Courtesy of us. We got some slaves. And some more revolts. Move that to Ruteni. And he has offered us a peace offer. and another insult. He's like, you could give us 35 gold. Forget you. Yeah, we're just at war with that league there. And already one of the places has fallen. Excellent. That was quick. Okay, we're going to march to Lucania here. Our ruler's legacy. Lucius Cornelius Lentulus has reached the top of the political ladder in Rome, and his thoughts turn to his legacy. He's considered building monuments to celebrate his legacy. Alright, so Rome is going to gain another 5 civilization. He's going to lose 2,000 wealth and some popularity, however. But, yes, let's go ahead and do that. So now Rome should have 100% civilization. That's excellent. That's going to spread everywhere. Alright. That's very, very good. Happy about that. And we're getting some technology advances here, so a lot of interesting things happening. Cult of War, for instance. Okay, let's look at that. I don't know what Cult of War does. Sounds cool. Have some rebellions over there. Got some barbarians that they were able to get rid of there. Now there's 0 barbarians over there. Let us take this unit, oops, not that one, this one, and they'll go to history, and then we're going to start getting rid of all these barbarians out here. Take the fleet over here and deal with these pirates, have them go back to Rome afterwards. Puglia fell. Carthage declared war on Numidia, so they're gonna suck them up, pull them into their empire, and that will be the end of Numidia, unless the governor of Numidia rebels, which would be nice if that ever happened. Alright, so all these places are falling. The people don't want to fight. They didn't want to fight. They're like, look, this guy is a dictator, come on now. Oh man, and look at that, our consul just passed away. I believe he was our consul. No, he was. Yeah, he might have been. I don't know. Okay, let's see here. Numerius Carvilius Maximus is a popular and important member of our country. It would be wise not to alienate him. Numerius. His loyalty is lacking. I'm going to say no. We were having some problems with unloyal people. Yes, so our consul did pass away, and the religious consul took control. The martial faction had a short reign and a large rebellion. It's too bad. We just lost the commander of the 5th Legion. That was our consul at the time. Okay, so we'll go back to religion here, and let's invoke research. Cross fingers. Bam. Excellent. It worked. Alright, and then, yes, that's right, we had a unloyal man over here. And this man fulfilled his ambition to become ruler, and has become ruler. And the sooner we get these provinces under control, the better. Alright, one last province, and everything will be done. Let's march over there. Alright, so the barbarians rose up in history. Alright, wiped out our unit. I'm going to bribe this guy here and get him out of power. Another barbarian revolt. Great. Great. This time in Cadersi. Alright, it's a small one though, so we'll defeat that quickly. Alright, lots and lots of slaves. The Senate commands, and we shall obey. Five there. Death by illness, such a shame. A Junii boy passed away. More barbarians revolting. This time up in Vendalesia. Couldn't pull them back. Alright, so let's come over to this man. Let's bribe him. Yes, we don't want Macedonia declaring independence on us all of a sudden. There we go. Oh, gosh. I just bribed him twice. God, what am I doing? Alright, let's appoint another man who's loyal. Loyalty above all. Loyalty above all things here. Let's see if anybody wants to become governor of Macedonia. This man does. Alright. There you go. Now that'll improve his loyalty by 40. So now he's up at 80 something. That'll be good. And let's assault. Yuck. That sucks. It's because we don't have a commander. The defenders are deserting in mass. Slave uprising. Oh man. Sparta and Rhodes. 7 units there, 4 units here. Some craziness happening in Rome right now, guys. This is another barbarian revolt in Taurica this time. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Revolts, revolts, revolts. Every time the barbarians revolt like that, in fact, let's come over here. If we hold a triumph, there we go. Every time the barbarians revolt, the popularity of our leader goes down. They're going to Ruteni. We'll meet them there in Ruteni. These guys can go to Catersi. Actually, hold on. That's 10 units. That's quite big. Alright, we need to get out of debt. There's a lot of things that need that need to happen between now and... whoa. 5 units. Okay. More barbarians. Yep. Lots and lots of barbarians. Good stuff. Let's take this legion here, and they will go to Catersi as well. We'll form up one large unit for the borders. Alright, so things need to come back under control here. I think that we need to start increasing our stability, because our 0 stability is having quite a lot of negative effects throughout the realm. As you can see, lots of slaves uprising, lots of barbarians, lots of bad stuff. So, the sooner we can get our stuff together, the better. Alright. There we go. Let's annex these guys again. Now, I don't think our infamy should go up, but let's see. Annex. Our infamy does go up. Oh my gosh. Gaius Attilius Optatus, the army quaestor, has been put under guard. Oh my gosh. Publius Papirius Praerextatus. He's seeking asylum? Really? That's the guy that just revolted. Come on. Really? Oh, he's all loyal again now. He's quite loyal. Loyal. It's a child. Don't care. Huh. Well, we'll appoint a new governor. Well, that was a total mess. Total complete mess. That was fun, though. Yeah, let's put him back in as governor. Yeah. No. Not gonna happen. Alright, so, what do we have over here? All these legions everywhere. My goodness. All these different legions. Alright. That army can continue moving up there. These three, however, are going to meet up here in Rome. Let's have them go to Cadersi. Kick these barbarians out. Like that. Alright, so Rome is becoming stable again. Lessons learned on the battlefield. He learned discipline. Now let's see what that does here. Disciplined. Allows the wedge combat maneuver. Excellent. More barbarians. Let's get our trade routes back up. Let's see. Tarentum. Lucania. There's the Pontus up here. Ager Brutius. And one last trade route for Campania, possibly. Got a couple trade routes up. A few trade routes. Alright. Well, guys, I think that's it for this episode. What we'll do is we'll continue strengthening Rome, hopefully fill up our purses again, put some cash in our wallets, get our stability back up. I read all the comments that you guys post on these videos. You guys did not want me to go to war with Macedonia for 3 stability. That probably would have just pulled our empire apart. We do have the mission to destroy the Pontic kingdom still. But as you can see, we have quite a few rebellions going on. I'm afraid that if we send these armies into Pontus, they will be victorious. However, I might have to pull legions from here, and we do have quite a few rebellions on our hands right now. So there's a lot of stuff going on. These provinces aren't going to be they're not going to stop rebelling for quite a few years. So it's up to you guys. Put your comments down below if you want me to go ahead and war with Pontus or not for now. If we lose this mission, which we have to complete in the next 11 years, we will lose another stability. So, in fact, all we have to do is control Pontus. So we can just march in, conquer Pontus, and then reap the benefits. We'll lose a lot of infamy and gain gold. I'm very disappointed that when we re-annexed Magnagrassia League here, that we gained more infamy. So that could be a quick way to lower our infamy. So keep that in mind when you guys make your decision. You guys are my Senate. Thank you for watching, and join me next time. I'm Ryan House. Take care.